There you are. I was just about to radio you. Control wants us back ASAP. Said some freak tropical storm just popped up on radar.
Storm's definitely rolling in. Looks like it's gonna be a rough one. You need a hand with anything out there?
Nah, I can take care of this. What are you gonna do? Good call. Not like we can get anything done until the storm blows through anyway. Well, I better get my shit together here before it lets loose on us. My guess is it's gonna last all night. Maybe longer. Can't talk now. Gotta get the boat cleaned up and tied down before the storm hits.
Isabel, everything cool?
I suppose. The storm is most inconvenient. The timing couldn't be worse. We were making excellent headway on the project, and now we have to put it all on hold to prep the facility before it hits. I appreciate that, Dean, but no, not really. Frankly, the situation just sucks, and there's nothing to do but wait it out. I just hope we don't lose power. That could create critical circumstances for the project. Look, I don't mean to brush you off or anything, but I need to focus on getting some things in order. I'll speak to you later, okay? Sorry, Dean, I really need to focus right now.
Hey, Steve, what's a good word?
Not a whole lot. But no news is good news, right? Heck of a storm brewing out there, ain't it? Reminds me of the kind we used to get back in Manchester. So much for being the Sunshine State, huh? Well, what can you do? Should be a pretty heavy storm. The radar was showing a lot of red. We'll be fine though. The Institute keeps our preparations pretty thoroughly stocked. You should see if anyone else could use a hand with anything. We're all good here.
Sup, jerk?
There you are. I was worried I wasn't going to meet my asshole quota for today. Have fun playing Aquaman this morning? Whoa, easy with that Hollow Man reference. It's an antique. Really showing your age with that one, buddy. Although it doesn't shock me to find out you know all about a movie starring an invisible rapist. Hey, by the way, you heard the crew is meeting up in the rec room for the storm, right? I'll be the one getting drunk off my ass, so come have a beer with me later, okay? Can't wait until the party starts. I'm gonna drink shots through a snorkel!
Hey man, how's it looking?
Oh, hey, Dean. Back from the dive already? Guess you heard we're in for some rain, huh? I mean, you know how it is, man. Animals act strange before a storm hits. My aunt used to have this parakeet that would chirp its head off all day. Right before it rained, it would get real quiet, just kind of hunker down on its perch. Forecast says the main sail should be over us in about an hour or so. Guess we'll find out how built to last this place is. Nah, I'm not worried about it. Just gonna get my drink on with the rest of y'all to chill out till it's over. Maybe a lot of rain, but still just water. Nothing to get. Nah, I'm not worried about it. Just gonna get my drink on with the rest of y'all to chill out till it's over. Maybe a lot of rain, but still just water. Nothing to get all excited about.
Howdy, Chuckles.
Howdy yourself. Looks like we're in for a bit of a colorful weather, huh? You stoked for the party tonight? Tuckered yourself out on the dive, huh? Makes me think of when I used to take my chocolate lap down on the lake and swim his ass for hours. Afterwards he'd crash for hours. Hey, maybe later I'll balance a treat on your nose, eh? But yeah, this part is gonna be rad, man. Everyone I've talked about this is pretty amped. Isabel seemed a little bummed, but I guess that's just because she'd rather spend the night with her sea snails. Hey, more alcohol for us, right? Man, I've been needing a break like tonight, so looking forward to it. This tropical storm couldn't have come at a better time.
Hey there, Irma. What's cracking? Everything all right? You seem kind of twitchy.
To be honest, I'm sort of wigging out a little. I've never been in a tropical storm before. I guess that sounds reasonable, but it's not just a storm. I just have this unnerving feeling, like something bad is about to happen. I can't explain it, like, there's the storm, but then, I don't know, this other feeling, like something isn't quite right. It's probably nothing. I'm sure I'll feel better once everyone's together in the rec room when it hits.
Isabel, can I bother you for a second?
What do you need? I'm not sure. I've been pretty wrapped up in my work here. I thought I might have heard something like a scream, but I figured it was just the party or maybe just the storm. Now, you'll have to excuse me, Dean. The project requires my undivided attention. Please, I don't mean to be rude, but I am running out of options. I need to get back to my work.
Hey, Tommy, can I bend your ear for a moment?
You want to talk? Sure. How you doing, man? Screaming? I mean, sorta. It's kind of a party if you missed it, know what I mean? Music blaring, people shaking it, getting drunk. I fucking love parties, man. Anywho, sure beats work, am I right? You seem worried, Dean. Try to relax. Plenty of time to get serious later.
Hello, Uma. How are you holding up?
What, because of the storm? I'm doing surprisingly well. Huh? What are you talking about? I've been through tons of them. Just another drop in the bucket, right? But I gotta say, this has turned out pretty nice. Not often we're working and having downtime are one and the same. I'm having a pretty good time. You look a little down, Dean. Go grab a drink and relax a little. You've earned it. We all have.
Steve, you got a minute?
Oh, hey Dean. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to sleep right through the party. Say, you don't look very good. Are you sick or something? No, I hadn't heard anything like that. You said you were sleeping when you heard it. Could it be possible you had dreamed it? Maybe someone else heard what you were talking about. But I didn't. Sorry. Look, why don't you try to enjoy the party? It's not every day the Institute signs our checks to kick back and relax. The storm's really whipping out there. Much better to stay inside.
Hey, Rebecca, I have to ask you something.
Oh, hey, what's up? A scream? Not really. I mean, the music is pretty loud. I can barely hear you right now. Come on, what are you waiting for? Grab a drink and join the fun! What, are you nervous about the storm? Cut loose, man, it's a party.
Hey, let me ask you something. You didn't happen to hear someone scream a bit earlier, did you?
Scream? Where'd you hear a scream?
Well, I'm not entirely sure if it was a scream. I was asleep when I thought I heard it, but it kind of sounded like it came from towards the equipment storage.
Okay, listen close, man. I need to talk to you, but not here. Meet me in the security room. Don't tell anyone, and come alone. You got me?
Trevor, you're kind of freaking me out a little. What's wrong? What are you...
Shh. Not here. You walk out first, and head over to the security room. I'll meet you there. Man, what are you waiting for, man? Get to the security room. Hurry!
Hey, Sean, come here a sec.
Hey buddy, what's up? Come to think of it, yeah, I have. I think it's strange you aren't taking advantage of a drunk Rebecca. You know she likes you, right? Hey, never mind all that. How about you kick back and relax, huh? And remember, we're getting paid for this. Seriously, the Institute is paying us to live out here while we perform our research. But because of the storm, we can't. So we get to party instead. Ergo, we are getting paid to party. How can you go wrong with that?
Okay, I'm here. Now what's this all about?
Okay, listen. This is gonna seem weird, crazy even. But after what I saw, I really don't know how else to describe it.
Jesus, Trevor, man, you look like you saw a ghost. What happened?
I think I know, but I don't want to say it. Not until you've seen this first. See that monitor in the middle there? Keep watching.
Where is this? Dive storage? Wait a minute, who is that? Good Lord, what the hell did we just see happen?
Somebody just got attacked by something. Who and by what isn't exactly clear, as you can see from the video feed. But whoever it was got back up and shook it off like it was nothing.
Yeah, then it looks like they changed clothes and just left. You don't think whoever it was is still in the rec room with the others, do you?
I don't think we can rule it out just yet. Just so I know we're on the same page. You agree that was what it looked like, right? Like, we both just saw what looked like some kind of animal attack somebody. Then that somebody getting up and leaving like nothing happened, right?
I saw it, but I'm not sure I believe it.
It's gonna have to be good enough, I guess. Here, take this.
Wait, you're giving me your gun? Why?
Don't worry, I'll keep a spare and some ammo in the security locker. I need you to have this, because you're the only one I can be sure is human right now. I could tell when you asked about the screams you heard in the rec room earlier.
What do you mean, is human?
I mean, between what you witnessed and what we saw on the security monitors, somebody out there isn't who they say they are.
You're telling me that someone in this facility isn't really a person?
I don't think whoever was attacked is even alive anymore, Dean. Whatever that fucking thing was is now running around, pretending to be human, and nobody but you and me have any idea.
Holy shit. What if there's more of these things? If that's what we're dealing with, then how are we supposed to know which one of us is really human?
I don't have an answer for that yet. For now, keep that gun on you, and look around for clues. Probably start in dive storage. Maybe you can find something we missed in the video.
This is nuts, Trevor. How can we be sure about this? I mean, fuck me, what if we're wrong? We'd be talking about taking innocent lives here.
But what if we're right? You know we can't take that risk. Look, I need you on this one. Right now, it's you and me who've got to protect the rest of our crew out there. We can't let word get around until we know for sure what we're dealing with. I'll head back to the rec room and cover for you. Find out whatever you can. And remember, not a word of this to anyone until we know who it was on that tape. Good luck.
Please, I don't mean to be rude, but I...
A shredded and bloody wetsuit. Who did I see wearing a wetsuit with this pattern earlier? Well, I'd say that went as well as could be expected.
You think? Man, it got up through the ceiling panels. Who knows where it could be right now? Shit, if bullets don't kill this thing, what the fuck kind of options did that leave us with? I was thinking the same thing. We don't know how this thing reproduces itself, but either one of these motherfuckers walking around the general public unnoticed is too many. Okay, look, forget about all that for right now. We need to think about what our next move is. Maybe something in the lab could... Oh, fuck! Isabel's in the lab, all by herself. She has no idea what just happened here. I'll keep an eye on things here. You need to get to Isabel before that shifty bastard assimilates her too.
Are you hurt? Did it get a hold of you at all?
If you're asking if I'm really human, you can relax. Give it to me straight, Dean. What do you know about all this? So Trevor's in on it too, huh? I suppose that makes sense if you're trying not to start a panic, and maybe even more sense when you can't be certain who's what they claim to be. At any rate, things aren't looking too good for us right now. We'll all need to stay vigilant. Might be a good idea if we all stay far away from each other. Then again, maybe that's the last thing we want to do. This is really messed up. Any one of us could be hiding a creature inside ourselves. What do we do?
Hey, are you keeping it together all right? I mean, all things considering.
Dean! All things considering? Well, I guess considering I just saw some kind of alien break out of a person and escape into the ceiling, the fact that I haven't shit myself must mean I'm doing pretty good! Yeah, that's good thinking. Stay cool. Yeah, I'll be sure to work on that. Holy shit, man, what was that thing anyway? I don't ever want to see anything like it ever again. I'm guessing this isn't over though. Assuming we make it out of this alive, we'll probably be at the expense of more people getting mimicked. Shit, what if it's already happened again and we just don't know it yet?
Rebecca, are you hurt?
I'm okay, thanks to you. How did you know that thing wasn't human? It looked like the real deal as far as I could tell. You gotta be kidding me. So it's real. Like, all this is really happening? I'm scared, Dean. I feel like any one of us could be next. And if I can't tell the difference between one of our coworkers and some kind of monster pretending to be one of us, how are we supposed to get through this? I'm terrified to be left alone, but now almost equally terrified of being in a group. I don't know what to do!
So now you see what we're up against here.
I see it, but I can't quite put it into words. What just happened here, Dean? What was that thing? You two knew about this? Well, I suppose you did the right thing by exposing it first. I doubt anyone would have believed your story had they not seen it with their own eyes. My nerves are still all shot up. Keep trying to calm myself, but the way it just appeared like that. Good Lord, I could have sworn it was human. We need to find a solution to this, quickly. Maybe Isabel will know what to do. Oh no, that's right. She's been in the lab this entire time. Someone should check on her before the beast strikes again.
Isabel, we need to talk.
This had better be an emergency.
We have a very serious problem. I don't know if you're willing to believe this, but a member of the crew was killed by some kind of creature. The creature then went on to disguise itself as human.
Son of a bitch! I knew it. I mean, I had a feeling. I figured it couldn't have gotten too far. Allow me to explain. You see, the project we've been focusing on recently, it started out with mollusks and sea snails, until we discovered what we thought initially was a completely new species. A small green slug with yellow spotted patterns along its sides. Nothing about it seemed particularly noteworthy until one day, we discovered its more fascinating attributes. Shapeshifting.
You gotta be shitting me right now.
No, I'm quite serious. We placed the specimen in a terrarium alongside other species. We were shocked to find as the amount of new species would seem to disappear, more of the more common species would proportionally be present. We found that...
No, not the fact that it can shapeshift. I mean, you can't possibly mean to tell me that thing that's out there picking off the crew is some aquatic slug. I've seen it on video, partially at least, and I can tell you it was no slug. This thing had legs.
That's what I was getting to. We found that not only could it mimic other species at a cellular level, but in ingesting other organisms, it seemed to rapidly evolve. In many cases, acquiring attributes derivative of its prey.
So you're saying this little sea slug can mimic its way up the food chain and become just like whatever it eats?
I'm saying it doesn't end there. Just because it consumes an organism doesn't mean it's restricted to just taking the same form and aping its skill set. The creatures have demonstrated the capability to reassign organic matter into completely different new tissue. If left to its own devices, we found that they could produce rudimentary venom sacs, crude wings have formed, acidic saliva glands, and even initial cranial telemetric systems. We've witnessed these things move things without touching them.
Oh, fuck me. Now you're telling me these things are telepathic?
No, I'm saying they could be if the conditions were met and the evolutionary demand was concentrated enough. Essentially, they're the perfect adaptive organic machines.
Oh my god.
Not God, Dean. Science.
Yeah? Well, one of your little science experiments is running amok and taking people's lives.
Relax. There are procedures in place for this kind of situation. The Institute can fly a containment squad out here by daybreak. The storm complicates things, but I'm sure they can manage for a high-level emergency like this.
Are you hearing me right now? At least one of these things is out there right now, killing people and posing in their skins as replacements. Right now, we have no way of telling who's really human.
Yes, we do. I can run a test that will prove definitively among us who is genuinely human, but I'm going to need samples of everyone's blood. Here, take these empty needles. Collect a sample from all the remaining crew members and bring them back to me. But hurry. If we wait too long, all the cells will have already assimilated and we will have missed our chance. If we examine everyone's blood quickly, we can spot the predatory cells still in the act of fusing with the host's native blood cells. That's how we'll find out who's really one of us.
Sounds risky. We'd have to get pretty close to someone to extract their blood. But if this will prove definitively the identity of the creature, then it's worth the risk.
Just don't get too close. The creature's awareness is greater as it jumps from host to host. It'll learn your behaviors and adapt to it. That's what it does. Be careful. Remember, Dean, we need that blood as quickly as you can, or the test will be ineffective. I'll contact the Institute and make them aware of our situation. Hurry.
Whoa! Damn it, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to.
What are you doing out here in a storm like this?
Everyone in the rec room is scared to be around each other. So they all scattered to different buildings. I came out here to try to talk some sense into them.
You shouldn't be doing that, Trev. It's really not a smart idea to be out on your own right now.
Man, you out here all by yourself too. At least I think you are. You ain't got any creepy crawly shaw shanking their way through your guts telling you to kill me right now, right?
My guess is that if I did, I wouldn't be so inclined to tell you about it, would I?
Nah, I guess you wouldn't. So I suppose there ain't much point in asking. It's been a while since you ran off to check on Isabel. Anything you want to cop to?
Actually, there is something. There's a helicopter being dispatched to come pick us up. Real pros, G-men I guess. You know the type. Top-level operatives who know how to clean up a mess like this.
Finally, some good news. So what now? We just hang tight until they get here?
Not quite. We can't risk taking someone back with us who might be infected with the creature. Isabel's got a blood test she's putting together, but I need to get a sample from everyone on deck so we can make sure we're all clean.
And this test is guaranteed. No chance of a false positive, is there?
You'd have to ask Isabel about that. All I know is that if I don't get the samples under the microscope as quick as possible, the blood from the creature is going to be impossible to distinguish from the blood of any of us.
Oh, hell, man. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Hurry up and get the samples before we run out of time. You'll have to go back to the spray and pray technique.
That's what I came up here to do. Head inside the lab and wait with Isabel. When I get back with the samples, we'll find out if anyone's not on the up and up. Then we'll just have to make it until the chopper gets here. Listen, there's a test we can do to find out which one of us is really the shapeshifter, but I need to collect a blood sample from everyone to do it.
Blood sample? You mean with a needle, right?
That gonna be a problem, Tom?
No problems, just... hell. I guess I don't have a choice on this one. If I don't participate, I guess it doesn't point a good indication my way, does it?
It really doesn't. But look, Isabel's calling in some high-level specialists who are flying out here right now. It'll all be over soon. Our only concern right now is making sure we single out the creature before they get here.
I hope this works, man. When I saw that thing earlier, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it off my mind for a long time.
Okay, Sean, here's the story. Since nobody knows which one of us is the monster, I'm going around taking blood samples. Isabel's got a test ready in the lab that can answer our little identity crisis. To that end, I'm gonna need a contribution.
My blood? Is the test gonna pick up any other things?
Relax, we're just looking for signs of the creature. Nobody's interested in what you do in your free time. I'm in kind of a rush, so would you mind?
Oh no, yeah, that's fine, that's okay. You know what? Why don't you let me handle this for you? I, kinda know my way around these things pretty well. Phew, there we are. Boy, that takes me back. Better days, I can tell you that much. Man, I'm feeling kinda sick to my stomach. Probably just tweaked, I guess. This is definitely up there with the more, nerve-wracking waiting periods of test results I've endured.
Easy there. I'm not here to hurt you. It's me, Dean.
I trust you. Kinda. What do you want?
Listen, Isabel knows a way to find out who's really human, but to do it, I need to take a sample of your blood. Just a small one. Then a helicopter will come and take us all away from here. Sound good?
A test? If it means I can stop cowering away and get off this rock, then yeah, you can have some of my blood. Look, I hate needles, so just do it quick, alright? Before I get second thoughts. Fuck that pinch. God, I hate needles. But you got what you needed, right? You can tell who's the monster now? You're not back to stick me again, right? I know getting torn apart by one of those things is beyond worse, but what can I say? I'm a pussy for needles.
Isabel's got a blood test that can tell us who's the creature and who's a human. There's also some kind of contingency squad flying in through the storm that's gonna wipe the place.
Thank God for all that, then. If they're sending in professionals, why the blood test?
I would think that would be obvious, Doctor. Squad or no squad, we're still bumping elbows with a homicidal shapeshifter, and I think we'd all breathe a little easier knowing who it was. Now hold out your arm, please.
Fair point. All right, then. Have at it. I hope Isabel's test can finally put the matter to rest. I've never seen everyone so on edge. Not that I really blame them. This really is a nightmare. If it's okay, I'd like to be alone again for a while. Somehow I just feel safer that way, considering the circumstances and all.
Alright, Trev, your turn. Just need a little sample of your blood and we can all know for a fact what you and I already know.
Okay, man. Just make it quick and let's be done with all this.
Okay, you're just gonna feel a little pinch here.
Man, I've gotten shots before. Just do it already.
There, see? No big deal.
One day, we're gonna look back on all this and, well, not laugh, because, people died, Dean. People died, and they ain't coming back. Any one of us could be next, huh?
So, this test of yours, can we fully count on it? Is there any chance of an error? Tell me now or consider the blood on your hands.
So long as you get the samples under the microscope before every single invasive predatory cell has fully assimilated, you'll notice an obvious difference.
And it better be obvious. Don't think you're in the clear just yet, Professor. As far as I'm concerned, we all need to pass the test like our life depends on it. Because it does.
I'd expect nothing less. Here. You'll be needing a sample of my blood as well. Alright, that should do it. Put it under the microscope and see for yourself. I'm human. You have all I can offer. Only the microscope can exonerate me now. You're looking for transparent cells with wriggling tendrils on all sides. Find that, and you'll find your monster.
Well, the blood test won't work again. Someone sabotaged the microscope. I'll need to figure out another way to decipher the identity of the creature.
Do you think it was the beast who did it?
We can't rule it out. Frankly, it's the most logical option.
Look, if it helps, I keep a spear gun in my locker. Take this key down to Dive's storage and grab it if you want.
Thanks, this might actually help.
My locker is towards the right far end. Hope that spear gun can take it down.
Somebody destroyed the microscope while I was out trying to kill the creature. We have no absolute way of figuring out which one of us is human.
Oh, well, that's just great. So what now? Are we just fucked or what?
I don't know, maybe... I'm looking into an alternate way to do this. For now, it would be best if we all just stayed away from each other.
What about the specialists flying in? What happens if we can't kill off the creature in time?
I don't know. I'm assuming they take us to some headquarters and run similar methods of testing. Isabel told me if the cells aren't examined quickly, a blood test is ineffective. So I just don't know.
It's too bad we don't have flamethrowers or something. Or some kind of giant freezer we could lock it in. Then again, I guess that still wouldn't help us with knowing who the creature was.
We no longer have a working microscope, and the creature is still running among the crew.
What? What happened to it?
No idea. I left to try to kill it after I gathered the blood samples, but when I returned it was destroyed. No one is to be trusted from this point.
Oh, that's heavy. Seems like we're up Shit's Creek all right. How long until the helicopter gets here?
Don't know that either. The specialists have a procedure for this kind of thing, but it won't really matter if we're all slaughtered before they get here.
We can't give up. Whoever the beast is posing as is going to try to blend in as if it were just as scared and clueless as the rest of us. We need to figure out some kind of method to single it out.
Damn thing broke the microscope. Blood samples won't prove anything now. Any ideas?
Shit, not really, man. But to be completely honest, I don't feel 100% comfortable being around you or anyone else right now. I just want to be left alone until that government team arrives.
Those fuckers will probably try to lock it in some kind of cage and study it. We need to end this now, Trevor. That thing's been tearing through the crew one by one, and you would just let it go?
Look, man, I get it. I really get it. You're scared. I'm scared. We're all fucking scared, but help is on the way. We're researchers, man. Not trained monster hunters. Let's just wait till rescue shows up.
There might not be anyone left to rescue when they get here if we don't kill it now. Taking this thing out was your idea in the first place, and so far you've done next to nothing to see it through. You wait for the helicopter if you want. I'm finishing this. Isabel, what the hell happened to the microscope? How are we supposed to figure out the shapeshifter's identity now?
Calm down. There must be another way. The creature has a high tolerance for extreme temperatures. If you were to be able to manipulate the air conditioning units, maybe you could get the temperature low enough to trigger a reaction.
What kind of reaction? Would cold temperature force this thing to reveal itself?
I wouldn't say that. I was thinking maybe more along the lines of condensation. A human's breath becomes visible in low temperatures due to the air we exhale being warmed by our bodies. The creatures are cold-blooded, so
anybody whose breath I can't see in cold temperatures is probably the creature in disguise.
you can probably lower the temperature levels by using a screwdriver on the air conditioning units. I think Rebecca kept one in a toolbox in the dive equipment lockup.
news yet on just how widespread infection has become, but we have been told here at Channel 12 that attacks have spread rapidly.
Violence erupted across the downtown area tonight as people fleeing a coffee shop massacre were gunned down by military forces. Officials have claimed it was not known which of the individuals were actually human and which were creatures from another world.
Reports of massive fires across the city tonight as chaos continues to sweep the area. The entities now being referred to as creeps have overrun nearly every part of town, leaving survivors to wonder if this could be the dawning of the end of the human race as we know it.
Panic-fueled riots have overtaken several business districts in the area as the invasion continues. Suspicion is at an unprecedented level as townsfolk begin to fear their neighbors and loved ones of actually being one of the creatures.
Police aren't sure just how it began, but have been quoted as saying it is unlike anything they have ever encountered before.
Military forces were quickly overcome on the city's west side this evening as what has only been described as some kind of alien life form overtook the area, consuming those unlucky citizens in their path.
Mass evacuation attempts are being made as people flee the horde of unidentified creatures, infiltrating city homes and businesses, many being halted by military officials. The Pentagon has issued a tri-statewide quarantine in efforts to stop the spread.